After the goods were delivered, things were going well in the countryside on New Florida, while the trains were really useful while they did their work. Streamliners were being really useful too, because they were pulling passengers all over the network. This is what was making them the best ever. Meanwhile, Jackie was shunting 18 cars of acid for a science experiment. Then there was trouble. They started to pull her out of control. "Oh no, help!" cried Jackie. "Uncouple these, please!" And then her driver uncoupled the tank cars and then they started to roll. Kirsten steamed off to save them. "I should save these train cars," Kirsten said. Then she steamed backwards and the tank cars rolled. The 18th car bumped Kirsten and she applied her brakes and skidded along the tracks and bumped into Poison Darkstar! "Oh!" she said. And she was pushed through the signal. And the train slowed down. "I dislike your management," she said to Kirsten. "Otherwise, you're gonna hate tomorrow." "Shut up," snapped Kirsten. "I can't hate tomorrow." And the train slowed down. All the way to a stop. "I'll cut your nose in half!" yelled Poison Darkstar. And she pushed Kirsten out of the way. "Shut up, Kirsten!" she yelled, and then the tank car started to roll. Right towards the siding! And then it was too late! That was funny! Laughed Darkstar, and she pulled her tank cars away. Meanwhile, Kirsten was cross. "She pushed me on purpose!" she whined. "That's why she's a jerk!" "What a brat!" said LaShonda. "Just be rid of her." "I have to collect 74 cars today," said Jackie. And she steamed off to the yard. Treva was there. 74 cars is a lot for me," said Jackie. "It sure is," said Treva. Jackie buffered up to the freight cars and shunted them with a large thunk. And she steamed out of the yard with all her horsepower. And she puffed over the crossing. Then there was trouble. She began to go really fast down the hill. "Oh no, help!" cried Kirsten. The train's too heavy for me! She clattered down the main line at full speed. I hope I slow down soon, said Jackie. Meanwhile, 9 MBTA locomotives came into view. They were on their way to do some maintenance on the tracks. But little did they know that Jackie was out of control. The crew member applied the brakes and stopped at the signal, but then the points were misaligned. I should imagine if there's something new going on. But then the tank cars were full of hazardous materials. The driver and crew member got out just in time. And Jackie was fast approaching. I should imagine something. She imagined she was in a tunnel that led to the underworld again. And how she went through the mountains. And an MBTA train. Jackie's driver slammed the emergency brakes on, but it was too late. Luckily, no one was hurt, but the freight cars and wagons were derailed. Jackie had turned onto her side, covered in liquid, messy goods. Sorry about that, she said. Then, Gwen and Penny arrived, and after Jackie was back on the rails, LaShonda was sad. I have to be here for a long time, said Jackie. And that evening, the Lakeshore Limited was making its way to Chicago, Illinois, with the cafe in front of the coaches. And then the horn sounded in the distance. And the train came into the electrical current of the circuit motion detector, and it clattered over. That night, all 5 engines were asleep in their sheds. And Mrs. Conductor was asleep in the tent. And then Poison Darkstar came into view. Time to feast myself, she said, and then she poured gasoline on the fire, and then it woke up the engine with a big splash. Please stop! They cried, and then Malicious Machina put the fire out. I've got a plan, and you're not in it, said Poison Darkstar. You can't catch me, said said Mrs. Conductor. I'm gonna put sugar in your gas tank, which would seize you up forever. Wow! She said. That wouldn't make me work! And she steamed off. Tender in the nose! And then all the engines went back to sleep.